A very good morning to all of you. Welcome to all of you to today's alternative English class. Today in this class we are going to read a new chapter named The Sahib of Nawanagar. But as usual, before starting the class, let's do Brahmanad. Santi. Okay, now open your eyes. So students, today in this class we are going to read a chapter named The Sahib of Nawanagar. This one is written by A.G. Gardiner. Okay, but before starting the chapter, let me tell you something. Look, all of you are playing varieties of games and sports. And how many of you love cricket? Almost everyone, isn't it? So here, Ranji Trophy, you must have heard the name. Can you tell me from whose name or Ranji Trophy is named after which cricketer? He is none other than Ranjit Singh. From his name, this Ranji Trophy came. Okay, and that Ranjit Singh is Sahib. Okay, in Indian culture he is known as Ranjit Singh, but in the British game, in the British world, he is known as Sahib. Okay, and today we are going to read on his playing skill, on his technique in this chapter. The Sahib of Nawanagar. Sahib, here it is mentioned the, and a proper noun is being described as a common noun. Sahib is name and Nawanagar is the place. Okay, it is a small kingdom and this person, this Sahib is belonging to Nawanagar. Actually he was a prince, but he was too much attached to cricket and to the cricket world. Okay, so let's start the chapter. What is written? The last ball has been bowled. The bats have been oiled and put away. Put away means to keep something aside. Okay, here in the initial line the writer is speaking the last ball has been bowled, means it is already over. Okay, means the last ball is already bowled, means it is already thrown and the batsman has already played the ball. Understood? The bats have been oiled and put away, and the bats are also being oiled and it is being put away. Put away means what? It is being kept aside. Got the point? It means the very first line is symbolizing that a person or a cricketer is playing his last ball. He has already played it. Okay? And around Lords. Lords is what? Lords is the cricket ground, the most famous cricket ground of England. Lords, the grandstands. Grandstands means the place where the audience are sitting and watching the game. Okay, Lords grandstands are empty and sad looking. Who is sad looking? The place is not sad looking. The people are sad looking. The audience who are present there to view the cricket match, they are looking too sad. They were looking unhappy. We have said goodbye to cricket, and we means not referring to I or you. The people along with the writer, they are speaking that we have said goodbye to cricket. We have said goodbye to cricket's king, and here one word is mentioned, cricket's king. So who is the king here? And the writer is speaking, not only we have said goodbye to cricket, but also we have said goodbye to the king of cricket. Means one person is there, that person is regarded as the king of this game. The game will come again with the spring and the new grass and blossoming trees. But it does means it is not putting a what we say full stop. Okay, it is not the end of the game. The game will come once again. Okay, new grass will be there, new green trees will be there. It means what? It means the game will return to us, means we will be there to watch cricket with a new spirit, with new enthusiasm. It means new players will come to play cricket, but the king will come no more. But the king is not going to return, and there was only one king. And who is the king? It is also mentioned. It means, listen, the writer is speaking, we have said goodbye to cricket, as well as we have said goodbye to the king of cricket, means a person. The king of cricket has taken retirement from the cricket, and now the game also will come. People also will play cricket. Cricketers also will be there. Varieties of people will be there to watch it, but the king will not return. It means the king has taken retirement from cricket. For the Jim Sahib is 40. Why? What's the reason? And who is regarded as the king of cricket? Here the king is the Jim Sahib. And Jim Sahib is now 40 years old. And alas, the Jim Sahib is fat. Okay, he is not, means no more a slim person. Okay, he is also a fat man and he is unable to run properly. He can't score runs. That's why he has taken retirement. Who? Jim Sahib has taken retirement. And the temple bells are calling him back to his princely duties, and the sunshine and the palm trees and the spicy garlic smells of Nawanagar. Okay, Nawanagar, listen, let me tell you one thing. Nawanagar is the place in India where this Jim Sahib was a prince, and now the writer is speaking that Jim Sahib has taken retirement from cricket, and the princely state of Nawanagar is calling him. Not only the state is calling, but at the same time there is sunshine and there are princely duties. All these duties and responsibilities are calling him. It means he has to return back to Nawanagar. Understood? In order to do his duties as well as to perform his responsibilities. Means he has certain duties and responsibility in that place. That's why he has to return back to his own place, leaving that foreign country behind. And no more shall we see him running lightly down the pavilion. Pavilion means what? The crutch. Okay, lightly down the pavilion steps, his face red in chubby smile. He was having circle face and he was smiling, and we can't see him running across the pavilion. We can't see his smiling face. No more shall we sit in the jolly sunshine throughout the day and watch his incomparable art. Incomparable means something that can't be compared to someone else. Okay, incomparable means no one can compare with him, and even we can't compare him with someone else. Okay, and the writer is speaking, everything will be the same. The lords will be the same. The grandstand will be the same. People will come to see cricket, and players also will come to play cricket, but we can't see the king, and we can't see running of Jim Sahib. We can't see him running across here and there, and we can't see his smile. And no more shall we sit in the jolly sunshine throughout the day and watch his incomparable art till the evening shadows fall across the grass and send us home content. Content means what? Satisfaction. Here what is the writer speaking? According to him, there will be no Jim Sahib, and they are not going to sit in the happy sunlight in order to watch the cricket, and now they are not going to return their home with full satisfaction. It means they love Jim Sahib, they love they loved his playing techniques. That's why the writer is missing him a lot. The actor with the many graces. Many graces here, what does it mean? Many graces means varieties of characteristics. Many graces leaves the stage and becomes only a memory in a world of happy memories. And the writer is speaking, the person has left the place. Now he has become a memory, and he is the memory not only in the sad memory but also in the happy memory, means in the complete happy surrounding. Jim Sahib was one. And so hats off to the Jim Sahib, means salute is due to Jim Sahib. We express our heartiest gratitude to Jim Sahib, the prince of a little street and he was the prince of a small state, but the king of a great game. But even when he was a prince of a small state, but still he was the king of this great game. Which game? Cricket. Understood it? It means in the very first paragraph, the writer is speaking various things on James Sahib, that cricket will come, players will come, people will come, but we can't see the king of the game. I think it is undeniable that as a batsman, the India will live as the supreme master of the Englishman's game. Why it is mentioned Englishman's game? Because cricket is not our game. Okay, it is being originated in England. It is their national game also. And here it is an undeniable fact. The writer is speaking that whatever it is, but India will score the supreme place, the best place in the British game. India will live as the supreme master of the Englishman's game. So here what is the writer speaking? According to him, even when cricket is not a game of India, but still India will remain in the topmost position in this Englishman's game. Okay. The claim doesn't rest simply on his achievement, although judged by them, the claim could be sustained. So here what is the writer speaking? The writer is speaking that the claim is not because of his achievement, but the technique of achievement is also highly important. His season's average is 87 with a total of over 3000 runs. And what's the average of the season? His season's average was 87 with a total over 3000 runs. It was the season achievement. It is easily the highest point ever reached in English cricket. And this is the highest one which has ever reached in the English cricket. Who is speaking? The writer is speaking like this. 3 times he has total over 3000 runs. It means no, he didn't score 3000 runs in a single game, but 3 times he has scored 3000, 3000, 3000. It means almost 9000 runs he has scored. That's why he is known as the king of cricket. And no one else has equaled that record, and no one is there to compete with him. No one is there to be equal with that record. And is not, he is the astonishing achievement of scoring 2 double centuries in a single match on a single day. And the most important thing is he scored 2 double century in a single match. Okay, that is also on a single day. Not against a feeble attack, but the attack was not a feeble one, means it was not a weak team, means he was not playing against a weak team. It was a strong team, but against Yorkshire, always the most determined and resourceful of bowling team, but he was playing against Yorkshire, and it was the most resourceful and most determined bowling team, and against that team, James Sahib was able to score 2 double centuries in a single day. But we don't judge a cricketer so much by the runs he gets as by the way he gets them. Listen. It is applicable in every phase of our life that a person might be too much good, but his speaking technique is not good. The person might be not good, but his speaking technique is excellent. Yes or no? So the same thing is also mentioned here. But we don't judge a cricketer so much by the runs he gets, as by the way he gets. Means what is mentioned? It is mentioned that they are not judging James Sahib by the runs that he did get, but he did judge him by the way in which he did get the runs. Understood it? It means here clearly his playing technique is emphasized. In literature as in finance, says Washington Irving, a famous writer, much paper and much poverty may exist side by side. That much poverty is there and much paper is there. It may exist side by side. And in cricket too, many runs and much dullness may be associated. And it might be possible that in cricket also, too much run is there. Means the player is scoring much run, but at the same time, there is the dullness, there is the lack of technique in his playing. If cricket is menaced with creeping paralysis, It is because it is losing the spirit of joyful adventure and becoming a more instrument for building of tables of averages. So here what is written? According to the writer, if there is dullness in cricket, and what's the main reason? The reason is that there is no spirit in the game, but cricketers, they are trying to score more and more runs to establish the season's average. And there are dull mechanic fellows who turn out runs with as little emotion as a machine turns out pin, and there are some cricketers. Here fellows is referring to the cricketers. They are collecting the runs as a machine produce spin, means without emotion, without feeling, without technique they used to do it. And there is no color, no enthusiasm, no character in their play, and there is no color, no interest, no character, nothing is available in their game, in their playing style. And for them, cricket is not an adventure, it is a business. And to that type of cricketers, cricket is not an adventure, it is a business to them. It was so with Shrewsbury. His technical perfection was astonishing, but the soul of the game was wanting in them. Shrewsbury, a famous cricketer, it is the writer has mentioned that the same was with the condition of Shrewsbury. His technical perfection was excellent, but the soul was not in the game, means he was not playing cricket with his heart and soul. But the soul of the game was wanting in him. There was no sunshine in his play, no swift surprise or splendid unselfishness. There was no sunshine, there is no unselfishness, there was no glamour in cricket. And without these things, without gaiety, daring and the spirit of sacrifice, cricket is a dead thing. And the writer has spoken that without all these things, cricket is nothing, just a dead thing. Who is speaking? The writer is speaking like this. Now, the Sahib has the root of the matter in him, and now Sahib is having the root in him, means here the writer has mentioned that Sahib is having all this technical perfection as well as the spirit of the game was also there in him. That's why he is regarded as the supreme batsman in the English game. His play is as sunny as his face. He is not a miser storing of runs. He was not a miser to store run, to pile up run, but a millionaire spending them. He was just looked like a millionaire and he was spending runs. With a splendid edge, wise generosity, it is as though his pockets are bursting with runs that he wants to shower with his blessings upon the waiting crowd. And it was obvious whenever Sahib was on the pavilion, whenever he was in the creech, it is being felt by the writer that his pockets are bulging. His pockets are filled with run and he wanted to shower the run on the audience. It is not difficult to believe that in his little kingdom of Nawanagar, where he has the power of life and death in his hands, he is extremely popular, for it is obvious that his pleasure is in giving pleasure. Listen what is mentioned, very important line. The writer has mentioned in his little kingdom Nawanagar, he was having the right to give life or death to a person. And he was very popular. And what was the reason? The reason was he was not a miser. His pleasure was in giving happiness. Okay, it means he was thinking of people. He was showering his blessing on others. He was showering the runs in the crowd. Okay, because his supreme delight was in giving, and his supreme delight was not associated in taking something from others. Okay, I have taught you only 3 paragraphs of the chapter. In the next class, we will complete this paragraph, this complete chapter. Okay, there are remaining 3-4 chapters are there that we are going to read in the next class. So till that time, thank you. Have a nice time.